Two students are shot, two others are injured after a 14-year-old opens fire in a local high school cafeteria. Frantic parents rush to the scene. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We are learning more this afternoon about a shooting late this morning at Madison Junior-Senior High School.
The suspect is in custody after running from the scene. First responders rushed to the school in Madison Township around 11:20 this morning. 15-year-old Cameron Smith and 14-year-old Cooper Caffrey were shot. They are in stable condition at Miami Valley Hospital. Bryant Murray and Katherine Doucette, both 14, were hurt by shrapnel. The Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones is set to share new information at any moment. We will bring you that news conference and we'll bring it live. This is a live picture where they're setting it up. We'll bring it to you as soon as it begins. And Local 12's Larry Davis has been on the scene for us all day, talking with parents, students, and investigators. Larry, what can you tell us?
Well, Paula, we're about maybe a half a mile, quarter of a mile away from the Junior-Senior High School here in Madison Township, just outside of Middletown. And earlier today, there was a long line of cars right up going up this road, and a long line of parents who were even walking to get to school to pick up their children after they learned that there was a shooting at Madison Junior-Senior High School. This all happened right around 11:20, as you said. It was during the 8th grade lunch period when the shots rang out. Now, this is video from earlier today. As the mentioned, there were a number of parents showing up at the school, hundreds of them, after they were notified of a shooting at Madison Junior-Senior High School. A number of them drove a good distance to get here, unknown, not knowing exactly what had happened, and some of them not even knowing whether their children were okay. Now, Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones said that the gunman walked into the cafeteria and then opened fire. And we talked to one student who described the gunfire.
Well, I was going to the library to get a paper we printed, and the library is right next to the cafeteria. So I started walking out of the library, and I just hear bang. And, you know, we always hear that. I thought someone dropped something. So I'm like, what is that? And all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. 3 more. So there's 4 shots. And all the police came running out of the resource room where the police stand, and they ran out. We ran back in the library.
I heard 3 loud sounds. It was like banging or something. And I said, is it a gunfire? And she didn't tell me anything. So I thought it was a gunfire.
Just sheer terror for some of the students here, as well as their parents. As you might expect, there were a number of hugs and tears expressed here at the school. Now let's go to Hamilton and Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones.
Took place basically as it took place. Naturally, this took place at Madison Township at the school. The first call went out at 11:15 a.m. that there was a shooting in the school. There was an active shooter at that point. There was 4 people injured in this incident. The 2 victims that were shot was Cameron Smith, age 15, Cooper Caffrey, age 14. Those 2 people were shot. The next 2 people, the way we understand it, they were injured either by shrapnel from the handgun or by injuries getting away from the active shooter. Bryant Murray, age 14. Katherine Doucette, age 14. The victim, these are the 4 victims, and it appears at this point that the victims are all in stable condition as we speak. The suspect, James Austin Hancock, 14 years old, has been charged. He's a male, charged with 2 counts, attempted murder, F1, 2 counts felonious assault,
And we are struggling with the live shot, so let's recap what Sheriff Richard Jones is saying after the shooting at Madison Junior-Senior High School. We know that 2 students were shot from the trauma doctor earlier today. We know that one of the students was shot both in the thigh and in the backside. The other student shot in the left arm. Both are expected to recover fully. 2 others received shrapnel from either the handgun or getting away from the handgun, and we now know the name of the suspect, a 14-year-old James Austin Cook, who we know at least is going to be charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. He ran out of the school, dropped his gun, and was taken into custody shortly after this shooting.